everybody, welcome to 𝐂𝐲. I'm Jessica. Today's video is going to be our homeschool summer plans. Summer for us is June, July, and August because we don't start our new homeschool year until September. And this is kind of a mix. So typically the summer is review from the previous year, but also as far as our portfolio goes, it starts counting towards the next year. And that's just because of when I turned everything in. So this is like a slightly finishing up some things from 8th grade, but mostly this is going to be 9th grade. Like we're going to start counting the majority of this as credits towards her 9th grade, which yes, I promise I will share more about our high school plans soon. I'm just not completely done planning it or figuring it out. And also I'm kind of dragging my feet because I don't want to admit that we're there yet. So that being said, this is where we're at. This is what we're going to be doing this summer. I'm going at kind of light, kind of fun. The main thing we're focusing on is finishing up some things and then like one really big elective that we're going to do this summer. And the reason that is because we're going to be gone. We have like 2 or 3 different like lake and beach vacations. And so we're going to be in and out with that and archery. And I just want to like soak up the summer. It is literally my favorite season. So I want to make sure we're making time for books and games and pool and all of the things. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is working towards finishing Denison Algebra 1. She is on, she's in somewhere in the chapter 15 range. So she has chapter 15, 16, and 17 left to finish. So is the goal to finish this summer? Kind of, I mean, so during the school year, she typically does 3 to 4 lessons a week. I'm going to ask that she does 2 lessons a week. So if that means that we finish it by the end of the summer, great. If not, it'll just roll in. Algebra 1 is a high school credit, so I'm not super worried about when she finishes it. This is already a credit for high school anyway. So we'll finish this whenever we finish it. We'll roll into the next one, which will be geometry. So there's your first preview. We will be continuing Denison Algebra, but the geometry level for the high school level. Same thing with Fix-It Grammar. We still have probably about half of this to go, maybe a little less. We will work towards finishing this. Again, we'll probably only do it 2 days a week, but we might double up, not because I think you need to double up, but just because I find it easier to do like 2 days at a time. So does Emily. So that's probably what we'll do this summer with Fix-It Grammar. And then again, whenever we finish it, we will just move on to the next level. I'm pretty sure Emily is still trying to decide if she wants to do Fix-It Grammar or Editor-in-Chief because there's a high school level she hasn't finished in that. So there's your next high school preview. And then if we finish those, or if we want something just a little bit different, like she's not in the mood for those, but she still wants to do something, or I still want her to do something, I did pick up this Kids Summer Academy from 𝐅𝐴 Prep. It's Get Ready for 9th grade. So it is like 8 weeks of activities, and it has English, language arts, math, science, writing, and other things for the summer. So just kind of a little bit of everything, like one of those summer workbooks. I was honestly hoping it would be a little bit more colorful. I find that so bad that like the older the kids get, the less fun things look. And that makes me a little bit sad. So it's not super colorful like some of the ones that we like in the past have been. But this is a 9th grade one. It had good information, and it will get the job done during the summer. Other than that, essentially, this is going to be our summer of movies. So the first thing that we have is Lights, Camera, Marvel. We will be deep diving into this. My goal is to get through this entire thing this summer, which is going to be approximately like, we're going to average a movie a day-ish. So it's 31 movies, but again, we're not going to be home all summer. So my goal is to like, I would say 2 to 3 movies a week and just really enjoy this with her because it has those like discussion questions and the think deeper questions built into it. I think this is going to be really, really perfect for the teen years. So I'm really excited to do this with her and like as a family and just really kind of capitalize on those rainy afternoons we have here in Florida each and every year and every single day almost when we have to come in. I figure it's a great time to watch a movie. So we'll be doing that. We will also be working our way through Watch and Learn Film History and Production. This is a new release. This basically uses the crash course videos about film production and film history. So she will be reading, watching the video, and then responding to that. So it's basically like comprehension. This is a total of, I think, 36 36 or 37 different like lessons, videos, if you will. So we'll probably do 2 of these a week as well, 2 to 3 a week. And between all of the things that I'm going to show you, I'm basically giving her a film credit for high school because it's going to be a lot, because we'll be using the Marvel movie guide, film history and production. Then we're also going to be using the movie making discovery deck just to have a few extra videos. So this will be like something that we'll have in the car on the go with us, or anytime that we are like want to sneak in learning, but we have too many things going on to do like a full day. She'll watch these videos. And then for the Who Was, we're going to be doing Who Was Stan Lee, Who is George Lucas, and Who is Steven Spielberg. So we will be reading through these 3 and doing the mini units to go along with them to just kind of learn more about some people in the film industry. And then just as a few extras, I grabbed her this Filmmaking for Kids book. It's like an activity book all about filmmaking. So it should help her like kind of walk through, like it literally has like different exercises to do, like how to think through your scenes and how to film them. So my goal is for her to film some sort of video or movie by the end of this in whatever form or fashion that she would like. So I got her that. And then I also got her the Lego Make Your Own Movie, which is stop motion, in case that is the route that she decides to go down. And then for family time, like to round out, because I want her to also have some like movie knowledge for like all movies, not just Marvel, I got this movie trivia game. And we typically play trivia during dinner time. Like it's something that we've always done. And so these are just like fun, kind of generic questions. For example, in what movie does a young Michael J. Fox speed towards an electrified cable at 88 miles per hour, which is obviously Back to the Future. But I've wanted, like I said, for her to just kind of have like fun pop culture movie knowledge. So this movie trivia will be a fun thing to add to our dinner time as a family. And then also, hopefully also spark some other movies that we want to add to our family movie nights. And then also in addition to this, Emily and I have decided that because she's going into high school, well, Emily decided that because she's going into high school, she's ready to start trying her hand at some young adult books. Number 1, she reads faster than I can. And number 2, I think this is a really great opportunity to start introducing her to some of the content that's in like young adult books, but also have those like really great discussions about it, like what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. So her and I have decided for the summer, we're going to do a summer mother-daughter book club, and we're going to be kind of like, we're actually going to be competing because she has one taste in books and I have another. So she would pick fantasy/romantasy every single time, and I would pick like a thriller suspense every single time. So we both have like 4 or 5 books, and we're going to do, I don't know, some sort of competition game, something. You guys, if you watched the 8th grade gift, you know the first one is this fish game that she talked me into buying. So we're going to do some sort of competition to see whose book wins, and that'll be the book that we're reading. I don't know how many books we'll get through. Originally, I had told her we would do 1 a month, and then she kind of looked at me like, but both of us read faster than that. So we'll see. We're just going to basically read the book, like not aloud. We're going to read it individually, but like come and talk about it constantly so that we can be having those discussions about like the language or the content, because I know that like those are things that are going to come up. And yes, I know that I could choose different books for her to read, but I also know that we live in the real world, and I would almost rather us read and use them as an opportunity to discuss some of the more advanced, mature things and themes that we're going to be like dealing with in the real world. So that's what this summer is going to be about, at least as far as our book club goes. So we'll be reading those books and talking about them. And so if you guys want to know what we're reading or want to like come along for the reviews or whatever, let me know and I'll see what she was up for doing, because she did talk about maybe doing reviews of the books that we've read, because we have very different taste and opinions. So that is something that her and I are doing. And then the other thing that we are really hoping to do more of, we've already made a list, is hobbies or creative outlets were something that I had on my personal like New Year's resolution list. And again, I've talked about this time and time again. I'm focusing on it this summer specifically as like a professional development. And anytime I sit down and do a hobby, Emily will typically join in like a parallel kind of fashion. And so we've made a list of like things that we want to try or get to more this summer. Like, for example, one, we want to make bag charms for like our bags because we're obsessed with bags. We want to do more journaling because we journaled a ton last year and we haven't journaled nearly as much this year. So we want to do more journaling. I still have only built like one of my Legos, and obviously she's never going to say no to getting a Lego. So we want to do some Legos together. Anyway, we made a list. So our goal is to kind of do like mother-daughter book club and spend some time doing some mother-daughter hobbies, probably while listening to something on audio, which will not be our mother-daughter book club. It will more than likely be a different book. I'm not sure what yet, but that's something we like to do, is like craft and listen. So that is one of the things we will be doing this summer. And then something that Kevin will be doing with her, because they like to have their one-on-one time too, is they will be doing subscription boxes together. And their two favorite subscription boxes, the one that they've asked me to continue the subscription to throughout the summer, is Hack Pack and the 𝐂𝐕𝐶𝐲's Eureka Crate. These are the two that they still are really enjoying, even with Emily being in her teen years, and Kevin being grown, obviously. So they'll be doing those this summer. And then he also wants to work with her on like life skills, some life skills. So we will be making a list. We're going to try to make it like a game, like gamified, like levels, like did you have to unlock? I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet, but like, for example, I'm going to use laundry because that's just one that comes to mind. Like, you know, showing her how to use a washing machine. Obviously this isn't one, but it's just showing her how to use a washing machine, showing her how to use a dryer, like how to fold clothes properly. Like these would be like steps, right? Like levels. And then like to unlock it or master it, she would do the entire load from start to finish, like sorting, washing, drying, folding, putting away. Sorting is being a little crazy because we don't even sort our own clothes, but I do want to teach her how to sort in case she decides to be the kind of person that sorts. We live in a may the odds be ever in your favor. If clothes need to be sorted, they're not going to survive in this house. And if it can't be like run through the dishwasher, also, it's not going to survive in this house because who has the time for that? But needless to say, I still want to be like teaching her the like life skills. Like again, laundry isn't one of them, but that was just an example I thought of. So that is where we're at. And as far as credits go, the only thing that we are like working towards is a film credit. I have the title of it somewhere. I don't remember. It's like film history and study or something. I don't remember what I titled it, but I wrote a description. I titled it already. So we'll be doing a film study credit, and she'll be working towards finishing Algebra 1. And then her grammar will obviously just be like English 1. It'll just be part of English 1. So that is what we're going to be doing this summer and what it's going to look like in credits for now. And then, like I said, we still want to be reading a lot of books, like as a family all the time, constantly, and playing a lot of games, again, as a family, constantly, all the time. Pool schooling, because it's too hot in Florida to do anything other than that. And if you are new here and you're like, I don't even know what she's talking about, I will link pool schooling up here because I have a whole video about it and with some of our favorite resources. And then we are going to be enjoying some family trips where we will be hanging out with family and hopefully doing some other like not creative hobbies like paddleboarding and things that are limited to the summer, because I'm really looking forward to paddleboarding, hopefully in a few new locations. That's a personal thing for me though, because like I talked about in my professional development video, I want to be exploring more, which includes new things and new places. So there's that. Now, before I go, I would love it if you would tell me, number one, do you do any kind of homeschooling through the summer, or are you like, no, I'm off, summer's out, I'm taking a break? And if you do school through the summer, what are your summer plans? Like, do you already have them? Or are you just kind of winging it? What are you doing with your kids this summer? Let me know down in the comments.